I don't know how I can describe Brothers, A Tale of Two Sons, other than saying it's a pure form of art. I missed out on this game because it was exclusively only for Xbox 360. I forgot about it but saw it on the storefront on Steam and remembered it from the top of my head. And I decided to purchase it. Of course, I didn't have a native X input controller, but that was easily resolved with motion in Joy. So if you intend to play the game, and please do not do it with a keyboard as this will ruin the experience. But if you have a third-party controller like I do that isn't supported, motion in Joy is the resolution. I'll link it below if you need it. I've always been a fan of putting myself in the role of a character, or wanted to experience that I'm watching over a character, or characters as they call it. I had this experience when playing To the Moon, which is an RPGVX game that was all about immersion and storytelling. When I started playing the game, I already fell in love with the art style. It's simple, but it's still yet quite effective and reminds you of Astrid Lindgren's stories, or Astrid Lindgren if you prefer to call it that way. Considering that the company Starbreeze is a Swedish company, I'm not surprised if this was intentional, but it sure brought back memories of trolls, giant and immersive storytelling, especially when it comes to family. The influence could be coincidental, but that's what the game expressed to me and I loved every single part of it. If you didn't know, brothers take the advantages of arranging your thumbsticks to control each brother, accompanied by the shoulder buttons to perform each brother's action. This, in the end, gave you a much more connecting feeling to each brother, as the bigger brother could perform more of the mundane tasks, while the little brother is more agile and smaller and can do things like slipping through bars. The story is about your father falling ill, and the doctor advises you that the only thing that can save him is the water of life, which most likely comes from the tree of life, so his sons decide to venture out on a quest to find the water of life. I felt myself connected with the brothers as I was controlling them both individually, like if I had a friend over who played with me, but I was the one controlling their actions, making them help each other throughout the journey, on my own. It was a thrilling experience as you did not want to mess up, and a lot of sections could be confusing since you had to use both brothers at the same time when being in a situation where you cannot mess up or the other brother could die in the process. It is a platform with a lot of climbing, puzzle solving and storytelling, which is only shown for expression, somewhat gibberish language which probably no one can understand, maybe reverse Swedish, who knows, and of course the environment and the situations they were facing. I do have to admit I did weep sometimes during the game. Of course, a lot of games can do that, especially movies, if you take that as a form of art, but in a game form it's hard to express such emotion into two characters that you don't even know, but you control them and you know what their objective is. My emotions majorly came out of the anger, sadness, or from the frustration as to what they were going through. Sometimes it was just out of admiration and beauty of the game, but I finished it in one sitting and it clocked in about 4 hours for me, and I was really enjoying the atmosphere the game gave me. Overall, they did a fantastic job on the game, and I'm so glad I decided to play it. It gave me so many feelings, so much emotions. You just have to play it, and I'm not even joking when I say that you have to play it. If you haven't experienced it yet, if you have experienced it and you didn't like it, maybe you're just not creative enough. Maybe that's just me. But I would recommend checking this game out. As with any immersive games I played, I recommend you don't get interrupted while it's playing. It's a short game after all, but damn fine one at that. Peace out.